It's a chemical.
But it's from a plant.
Yes, it's from chrysanthemums.
Yes.
Oh, we're on.
All right, there
Yay.
we are. We're on
Hi,
Facebook
everybody
now.
On Facebook.
And
okay,
so,
you did good. Thank
so
you,
this
Jill.
mosquito beater comes in a 32 ounce bottle, and you screw it onto your garden hose,
Yep.
right?
Hose end.
Hose in, shake it up, and then what do? You just spray the backyard.
Spray the back. Start in the back and come to the front.
Yeah, don't do like me. Don't
Yeah.
paint yourself into a corner.
Yeah, I did that one year. Yeah. No.
So this is a liquid, and you just spray the yard down with it.
Okay. And so you're asking, okay, but Trudy, why do that? Okay, because it's gonna take a while for step 2 to kick in. Hi, Linda. And step 2 is gonna be Spartan, mosquito eradicator.
Is this like the Spartan, the 300?
Yes. There's only 2 in there.
That's all you need.
That's all you need. Okay, so what is an eradicator? It's this tube that's got, what's that stuff for roaches? That roach proof is made out of. I'll think of it in just a second. And that is on the inside of the tube. You put a little warm water in there, shake it up, hang it in the tree. And within about 2 weeks, it's going to take care of about 80% of the mosquitoes.
How does it do it?
Because that stuff that's on the inside of that tube that the females are attracted to,
Yeah, it's an attractant.
it kills them.
Oh,
And once you get rid of the females,
no babies.
No babies.
No
And
more. No moss.
That's the end of the story for the mosquitoes.
That's all she wrote.
Yes.
But what if you have some standing water around anywhere? What do you do? Because that's what you don't want. You don't want any standing water where they breed.
So
The dunks.
mosquito dunks. Okay. So I had someone ask me about these, and they said, okay, but are they safe?
Yeah, even for fish ponds. So these float in the water, and mosquitoes can't breed on the surface.
No, you're exactly right. And you can even break them up. Hi, Nancy. And
Nancy's watching.
Nancy's watching. Nancy's my trainer.
Uh-oh.
There we go.
Look at those biceps. Okay, so there's the dunks now.
Yeah, and you can break them up. Or
What's this?
This is mosquito bits, which is mosquito dunks in little pieces.
Like a powder.
No,
Bigger
they're
powder.
granules.
Pellets.
Yes, they're like pellets.
So you spread them around in the
Put
yard.
them in the garden,
Okay.
like where you water a lot. Like maybe put it down in the pot, that little holding thing at the bottom.
Yeah, where the water
saucer.
collects. The
Yes.
saucer.
Yeah.
Okay,
Put
that's a
these
good
in
idea.
There. Even on the inside of your house. Okay.
All right.
We can do that.
So-
Okay. Don't talk about that yet. Hang on. We're so close to that. Okay. Okay. I said it's going to be 3 steps.
Number 3. Oh.
Number 1 was the mosquito beater.
Right.
Number 2 was the eradicator.
Then
And then number 3, to save yourself this summer, is a Dynatrap.
all right. So this is a battery. No.
Electric.
Electric. And
Yes.
is it a light?
There is a light on the inside of it.
It attracts them.
Which attracts the females.
And they go in.
They go in.
And they don't come out.
And they don't come out because there's
Remember our line from the song?
What?
Hotel California. Yeah. They check in.
But they don't check out.
Oh, that's so good.
I completely lose track when you're on the air with me.
Sorry about that.
All right, so
So you
there-
hang this up
Yes,
and out on the
about
porch.
head level in
Okay.
the yard, and then with this and the eradicator, and then you mosquito
Oh, they don't
beater,
stand a chance.
No, you'll be able to go outside and enjoy your yard.
Nice.
Yeah, but you wanted to tell them about.
Yeah, I have these on my back deck, and this is so old school, it's ridiculous. But it's these little traps. They are like a glue trap on a long string. Yeah, and you just hang this outside on a deck, and any flying insect comes in contact with this, they're stuck. They're stuck.
They're stuck.
They're not going to
going.
bite you.
No, they're not going anywhere.
They're going like, doggone it.
And that's for outside.
It's just outside.
But what if you have a problem inside?
There you go.
Tell them about that.
Oh, this is a little glue board, a little
Yes.
glue trap.
And it goes on your window.
There you go. And then, most flies inside the house, where do they go? They're attracted to light. So they go to the window. So you put this up there, and then they're stuck again.
Yes.
And they're going to go, why did we come to Trudy's house?
Why did we go there?
We're doomed.
We are doomed. Yes.
We're stuck.
Okay, so you wanted to talk about satin and pervo. So we'll take a break from bugs.
Yes.
Okay. And
You want to tell everybody where we are?
yes, I am. Okay, we're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway, which is Johnny Chook's Home and Hardware.
Yeah, I mean, and you can. It's so easy to get here off the loop.
It is easy, and we have plenty of parking out front. You never have to worry about trying to find a parking space. We're here 7 days a week.
Yep, and we have employees in here that'll answer all your questions, greet you at the door. Come see Scott in the paint department.
Yes,
He's
Scott.
awesome.
Yes.
Benjamin Moore Paint.
Yes, and Coronado.
And Coronado.
Wow, yeah, that's so good. Let's see, what was it? Oh, if you don't live in San Antonio, but you can hear our voice right now, either on iHeartMedia or you're watching on Facebook, you can just go out to our website, which is happyhandyman.com. And anything that you want to research, it's out there. If you decide, hey, I think I'd like to have that, you can just click, 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 and it'll be right to your front door.
You'll even mail some stuff to people.
All the time.
Yeah.
Yes, all the time. That website really was for Houston because I write an article just like Dad did.
Yeah, the Chronicle.
Yes. And so the only way to help those people is to open up a site, and then websites just became, you got to have one.
Yeah, and
If
people
you-
just want that D germ. They can't find it anywhere. You got it.
I got it.
And I got some at home, and I'm going to tell you, that stuff is awesome.
So what is it for?
The toilet.
Yes.
But, we have hard water. And I mean, this stuff just dissolves the calcium and the lime deposits or rust deposits. You just clean your sink with it, the toilet. I mean, it's
The
just,
bathtub.
and it smells good.
It does. It smells like peppermint.
It's green.
I have not figured out that yet. What is in it that makes it smell like peppermint? I don't know.
I don't know.
See the Candyman in the back throwing those in.
All I care about is, does it work? It works.
Yes. I've never seen anything like it that takes care of hard water deposits.
Yeah, and boy, do we have that in this area.
Yeah, we do.
Okay.
All right. So let's talk
Paint?
about satin and pervo.
Okay, so I'm going to show this on Facebook. Recently, a lot of the paint companies are all going towards acrylic paint, also known as latex paint, and there's nothing wrong with that. But it's hard and harder to find good old-fashioned oil, and you can't beat oil because it's so durable. Well, Ben Moore has got this Impervo product, and it only comes in a satin finish, I was told. But you can mix it in any color, right?
Yes, absolutely.
But it's really, really good for where there's a lot of high traffic, molding, doors, and specifically like cabinets, kitchen cabinets, right?
Yes. So if you have older kitchen cabinets and you think, okay, I think it's oil. In fact, I know it's oil. So if you wanted to go with a latex on top of that, it's some serious prep work. I mean, you've got to sand, and you've got to clean, and then you've got to prime again, and then put on your latex paint. And if you don't want to do that, and you're fine with using an oil, which, like Mark said, is an extremely hard finish.
Very hard.
And the satin is a good color for cabinets. It's not shiny. It's just a soft gloss. And remember, the higher the gloss, the tougher the finish. So if you have a satin, that's going to wear very well. But it's also good for doors.
No, excellent for doors and molding and trim. Like I said, anywhere where there's a lot of wear and tear, this stuff you can just wash it off, and it just won't come off.
No, I mean, you can scrub it. Have you ever had some paint and you scrubbed it?
I have.
And then you look at what you
And
cleaned
you go,
with.
oh, look.
Oh, there's the color.
There's my paint coming off.
Yes, and that's what happens. But not with an oil base, and of course not with satin and pervo. So the reason I wanted to talk about it is because sometimes people can't find oil. And we have priced ourselves in San Antonio less than anyone.
Very competitive.
Yes, that's the word I was looking for. I was trying not to say that.
Very competitive.
And we're very competitive. So give Scotty in Paint a call.
Yeah.
And ask him, and we'd be happy to do samples for you. In fact, we
Match colors.
Yes.
Bring in what you want. He'll
yes,
match it.
Absolutely, and because we have the paint matching machine.
Yeah.
I mean,
It does.
It just, I've never, X-Rite, it's an X-Rite machine, and it is top of the line, cutting edge. It will match.
It just scans it and then pops up on the computer and it tells him what to mix to match it.
And it's nice if you can bring in something the size of a quarter, but it doesn't have to be. That's how good this machine is.
Yep.
So, and like if you have fabric and you want to try to get a color that's in the fabric, we can do that too.
Awesome.
Yes.
It's really good paint. Any color you want, that he can make it.
Yes.
Okay.
Now you brought up the restore finish, and it makes me think that you got a project going on.
I do. I have some good friends in New Braunfels that gave us an oak table, round table, and it's in just almost perfect condition. Except I just noticed in the sunlight, it's got one little like yellow ring where someone maybe put something wet down on there a long time ago. Yeah, I mean you really can't see it, but you know I can see it. And it has a couple of just minor little scratches. This is the stuff. Restore a finish. It comes in different colors. This is going to be dark walnut. Comes close to the finish. But what's really neat about this product is you don't have to go strip all that old stuff down. You don't have to sand it. All you do is just get a rag and you wipe the surface down and it's like magic. The old scratches and the yellow ring marks, they just disappear.
Yes. And because it's solvent based,
Right.
okay, so it'll go down below the varnish, and I mean this has been around like for eons.
Yeah, forever.
Yes, and I still don't know of anything. Maybe Formby's did that, but they're not even in business anymore.
Nope.
Nothing I know of does this, and it's very forgiving. Like you look, okay, there's 7 different colors, but I don't see my color. Just get close. Just get close.
Oh,
and it will
you
go.
will love it.
Yes.
It'll make you into
Yeah.
a hero, and they'll go like, "Wow, how did you do that, Trudy?"
With restore a finish.
Yeah.
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 Restore it. Don't strip it.
And there's a table in front of Scott's paint department here in the store, and they did half of it.
Right.
So if you want to come in and actually see how it works, they taped off half of it, and they did half, and it's just a miracle product.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Linda, you asked a question. Well, you really didn't ask a question. You're just kind of making a comment. We don't like those pesky mosquitoes. Okay.
Yes.
There's
Biting our little granddaughter.
Okay. So let me suggest something. This is a personal repellent. It's called the Medela Natural Insect Repellent. It is the nicest personal one. It's completely safe. It's
Lemongrass oil.
lemongrass.
It's safe for kids right
Uh-huh,
there.
kids and pets. I put it on Max. Like if we're gonna go
Yeah.
like to the park, you know, then I put it on my hands and then just rub it through Max. Because those things bug Max.
Well, the
too.
thing about little kids too is when they get bit and then they start scratching, they don't know when to stop, you know, and then they can get
Infected.
messy, infected, and
Yes.
bloody and yuck.
And it doesn't smell bad. And see that lemongrass, I don't know about you, but I don't like smelling like lemongrass. This has a touch of vanilla in it that counteracts that smell, and it's super nice.
So it's a repellent.
It is.
Okay,
A
but it's
person-
safe. It's not a bad chemical.
Medela Naturals. I know there's 2 ladies.
There you go.
2 ladies did this. They're super nice. I really like them. And let's see. What do I want to talk about? Oh, let's talk about this.
Oh, your new product. You weren't able to go to the National Hardware Show.
No, I was in the hospital.
Okay. But you did find out about this new product. You
Yes.
showed it to me, and I'm going like, oh, it's a thermos. How, like, yeah, right,
big
that's
deal.
new.
Yeah.
No, it's a mister.
It's a mystery.
Now, do any of you know what misting does? Like a water mister? You ever have those around the top of your outside deck?
Or Walt Disney World.
It lowers the air temperature by what, 20 degrees?
30.
30. So this is a built-in mister and a thermos, and you charge it with a USB port.
Right?
How cool is that?
Yeah. It has
Does
a
everything.
USB port, and it comes with that. And then there's a little on-off switch for the mister. And then the mister is right in front of where you can drink. So, I mean, it made me think of about a lot of ways. First of all, because what do you like to do?
Well, we like to play tennis.
Yes, and does it get a little warm?
We had to cancel 2 weeks ago because the court temperature was 114 degrees. Yeah, our shoes were melting. Yeah. And I mean, you have to stay cool when you're out there when it's that hot. A lot of people will wrap stuff around their neck or ice or something, but a mister would be great. Oh, we have another question.
Yes, we have another question.
All right.
It's a question from Mark. I have an old wooden table that I'd like to refresh and give new life to. It's been stained before. What can I do to update the look without paint?
Oh, that's perfect.
Yes.
We just talked about it. Restore a finish.
Yes.
We just need to know what color is it now, what color stain is it, and then you can come in and you can buy the Restore finish, and they have several different stain colors. We just find the one that's closest to it, and then you just wipe it down and it'll restore it. I mean,
Yes, you just go in the direction of the wood.
Restore a finish.
Restore a finish. In
It
fact,
works.
Did you say a while ago that there's that table in front of the paint?
Yeah,
And we did half of it.
I said that.
Oh, you did? Oh, God, was I sleeping during that?
Wow, you were over there on
I
the
was-
Medela
I was on the Medela. I was
with the. You weren't sniffing it, were you?
no,
Okay.
no.
So that's a good question. Who was that from?
That was from Dawn.
Thank you, Dawn.
That was really nice.
You're gonna love it, love it, love it. It's gonna make that thing look brand new.
Okay, let's talk about
Oh,
this. This is called. This doesn't even have a real name on it.
yeah.
It's
Do
a-
any of you have a tarp? Maybe an old tarp. Maybe you're gonna use the tarp in this hot weather. Maybe for 4th of July, or you're gonna cover your boat, your RV. You're gonna use a tarp. Okay, so you get it out. And you're going to tie it down with some bungee cords or some rope. And you look for that little round brass grommet, right?
Yes.
Well, guess what? After a while, what happens to those brass grommets?
Well, they usually wear out.
They wear or they tear. So now, what are you going to do? You can't really use the tarp. But she's got this clamp device. We don't know really what it's called.
Well, I
but,
don't know what it's called.
but it clamps onto any part of the edge of the tarp.
It's
and
like an alligator clip.
Yeah, we're going to
with-
call it the alligator clip.
Okay.
And then bingo, bada bing, bada boom, you have a ring.
Okay, we have to stop for right now for WLAI. All right, folks, you've been listening to the Happy Handyman Show. We're located at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The phone number is 210-341-1573, and that's it for this week, folks. It's time for you to roll up your sleeves and get busy on some of these projects. But remember one thing, it's always a great day to paint. See you next week.
Happy 4th.
Yeah. All right. See? Oh, you're
What?
so- he says, y'all are so cute. Okay, so now Marky and I have to fix the hair. You don't
Get
have
rid
to
of
have
these?
Yeah, you don't have to
I
have
don't need
that.
this?
No, you don't have to have that. And now we can.
I didn't get to talk about the paintbrush.
Oh, but we're going to stay on for about another 15 minutes. Okay. So this is, and then you hook your rope through that, or
Right through here.
Yeah.
And
so,
then this is the clamping part. Mm-hmm. It opens up. Can they hear us?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah, it opens up and clamps onto the edge of the tarp like we were talking about. Mm-hmm. Alligator clip.
Yes, it's like an alligator clip for that.
All right.
Okay.
Paintbrush?
Now, yes.
Okay. Okay, this is just paintbrush. Notice, hey, wow, it's funny color. And we got an endorsement from a very good painter here in town, Herb
White House.
White House Paint. And I gave him a sample of this brush to test. He came back with rave reviews. I mean, his painters just love it. And it's moderately priced. This is a 2.5-inch angle sash, and it retails for how much? $10.99. $11. Now you buy a professional brush of this width anywhere else, and you're going to pay $15 and up. Now what makes this brush different? I don't know if you can see it on Facebook or not, but each of the filaments come down to like a needle point. And so what that does is when you're painting, it's super smooth. You don't get any bristle marks with this brush at all. And for the price, you just can't beat it. Ooh, it's really soft.
Yeah.
So
And
this is good for all paints.
all paints. So oil, latex,
Varnish, enamels of any kind. This will
Lacquer.
really smooth.
and so reasonably priced.
Yeah.
And then that way, if something happens.
And it comes in all different widths. It
Yes.
starts like at 1.5 and goes all the way up to 3. So,
And a good brush, that's a lot of the job. Of course, product
Yep.
is a lot of part of the job, but a good brush is so. So there you go. Like if you were doing your kitchen cabinets.
yeah, you can use the best paint in the world, but if you don't use the right brush, I mean, you're going to see brush marks. You're going to go, "Oh, that paint's no good." But it wasn't the paint;
It wasn't the paint.
it's the applicator.
So it's prep, paint,
Paint and brush,
Right.
or brush and,
and
paint.
paint. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
And what Trudy said is preparation in painting is so critical. I don't know about you guys, but I always want to get right to the painting because for me that's the fun part. But if it's a rough wall, you've got to sand it. You've got to get all that gunk off the wall. You've got to prime it. If it's bare wood or bare sheetrock, there's really no such thing as paint and primer. You have to prime first. It's the key. Then you paint. Because without primer is the bonding agent that makes paint stick. So and then if you might have some stains, maybe you had a mildew problem and you've killed the mildew, you better kill the mildew first. And you better find out where the mildew's coming from. Like it could be a leak in the ceiling or in the roof, and you got this black, and you go, "Oh, that's just dirt." No, that's mildew. You got to stop the leak, stop the mildew, clean the mildew, prime, then paint.
Right. And Zinsser makes a really good primer for that. You just happen to bring that up. Zinsser makes a mold killing primer.
Yep.
They make a stain blocking primer. They make an odor blocking primer. That's like those cabinets that I had in my house. The previous owner, he was longtime smoker. And so even though
odor,
yeah, even though I just almost took that down to the studs. And then when I would leave for a week, maybe go on vacation, I'd come back.
It hit you.
I could go, where do I smell smoke? And so you're like all around the house. No, not there. No, not there. And so one night I was getting out my pots and
Was
pans.
it the cabinets?
It's the cabinets.
How weird.
I ran out of money. Okay, and I ran out of money when I got to the kitchen. And so I said, I'll wait because I don't know what I'm going to do anyway. So that cabinet, there was very little varnish left on it. And so
it
that
stuck.
smoke was in. And so I just put that odor killing primer on there, and that was it.
Let's talk about odors.
Okay, let's talk
Because
about
one of
odor.
your favorite products for odors is
Air sponge.
air sponge. Oh man, you've been talking about that forever, but if you haven't heard about it, it's just a round little canister. It's got this product in there with charcoal in it that absorbs odors out of the air. So if you maybe have a pet, maybe smoker,
Yes.
what
Like
other
you
kind
got
of odors?
a
Cooking odors?
Cooking odors, paint odors.
A closet.
Yes. Cat odor.
Oh, yeah, near the cat box?
Yes.
You just open this thing up and you just leave it out there, and it lasts a couple months, doesn't it?
It lasts for, this is the cool part. If it's just a little bit of an odor, it lasts a long time,
Yeah.
probably 90 days. If it's an intense odor, it goes a little quicker. So the more intense the odor, the quicker that it dissipates until it's just this little charcoal cookie at the bottom of it.
Then you know it's time to replace
Yeah,
it.
and you know how that got started?
I was just going to say, your dad in a hotel room at a show.
Well, even before that.
There's
I know,
more?
there's more. The reason air sponge was just for commercial things.
Oh.
Okay, and remember in New York when they first had like bomb things happen?
Yeah.
And that one bomb was down in the garage of that one big building?
Yeah.
Okay, and even though it didn't explode, it just set off so much smoke.
It's odor everywhere.
And nobody could work because of the smoke in the building. So that's when air sponge was brought in 55-gallon drums.
Whoa.
And it allowed people to go back to work.
So it just absorbs everything.
Yes, it absorbs
It's
everything.
awesome. You guys have had that since Acme Lumber.
Yes. Yes.
and it's still going strong.
Oh, it does. It's just something we always keep on the shelf. Comes in a couple of sizes. Comes in a 1/2 pound, 1 pound, and then a 4 pound. So I have this one lady in Houston that buys it in the 4 pound containers. And so finally I had to ask her, I said, why are you buying?
Oh, I have a question.
Okay.
I think I know.
You do? Okay, what?
Well, I was just going to ask you, I would put one of those big ones in my air duct return, where the air conditioner, behind your filter. Oh, that's another thing we need to talk about. Changing out your air conditioning filters.
Oh, yeah. Yes.
They're running constantly now.
Absolutely they are.
And you want it efficient. And so what do you recommend?
I always suggest a MERV 6 or 8. I don't go any higher than that.
What's MERV 6 or 8?
That
don't
is
understand.
a rating.
Oh.
It's a rating. It says a MERV 6 does all kinds of dog, cat hair, some allergens. A MERV 8 does all allergens. In fact, a lot of people that have problems when they walk outside with allergies and stuff.
It hits them.
Yeah. They can come in their house and they have a MERV 8 rated filter and they're fine.
Are they
can breathe just fine.
Are they straight, or are they got the perforations,
they
the
do
angles?
that. Yeah, a pleated.
That's the word. I was
Pleated.
trying to think of pleated.
Yeah, pleated MERV 8.
So pleated gives you more square
Yes.
surface
Yes.
in a small area.
Yes, that's exactly right.
And they last longer.
They do. A MERV 8 will last you 90 days. A MERV 6 will last you 60 days. And so, but either one, I mean, if you go, oh, wait, they don't have an 8, just get the 6.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
If you have a cat like mine that sheds like crazy, you might have to change it maybe once a month. I don't know.
Really?
There's cat hair everywhere. It just clogged it up. There's cat hair everywhere.
Oh, my gosh.
Cindy was telling me this morning, well, we need to brush this cat more.
Outside.
Well, somewhere, but that cat is shedding.
This kid's shedding. All right, I don't want to not talk about Ready Seal. Ready Seal is one of my favorite stains.
Outside stain.
Outside stain, fence,
Decks. Why is it your favorite? What makes it so neat?
You want to know why?
I know, I do.
I have never had anybody come back and tell me
Not once.
my job looks horrible. Because that
They've
really,
never complained.
They've never complained.
Because on the label, what does it say?
It's goof proof.
Goof proof. So
That's my kind of product right there.
I'm not a
I can
painter.
pretty much goof it up pretty good.
And so on other brands of stain, you really got to know what you're doing. And by that, we know that when you start in one end and you're going all the way to the other end, corner to corner, but outside on a fence or on a deck, you don't stop in the middle and go, need a nap.
Yeah. I need a beer.
For lunch, I need a beer.
Yeah.
Because what happens?
It leaves a line.
It leaves
It leaves a line of demarcation.
Yes, or it's also known as a lap
A
mark,
lap.
a seam.
Yes.
And you'll see it, and you go, oh man,
Yep.
I goofed.
Yes. And it will, and no matter how good you did on your fence job, that little lap mark will catch your eye every time.
So you can, with Ready Seal,
Can you
you
show
can
them?
stop.
Can you show them the can?
Can they see it?
Can you, well, if you pick it up.
This one. Oh.
Yeah, right there. Yeah. So see, and it comes in about eight ready mixed colors.
Right.
Yeah.
And it comes in 5s if you have a really big job. But yeah, we're going to get you some samples, small little tube samples. You can take it home, try it on the wood, and just see if you like the color.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's awesome product. It's also made in Texas. Yay!
Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah, and it's okay. Your favorite word? It's oil.
It's oil.
It's
yeah.
real oil.
Yeah. It just
lasts.
Yes, I could not talk anybody into buying my latex stain. It's a good stain, Dad did such a good job of telling everybody
Buy
your fence
oil.
needs oil. It's like your hair it needs oil.
Yeah.
And I mean, they were indoctrinated with that. So I finally said, okay.
I give up.
I give up. This is not going to work.
Yeah, but down here in Texas, the sun, the
Yes.
heat,
Yes.
You know, anything else is just not going to last.
Yeah.
And so when you apply it, there's only one thing you need to be aware of. You don't want to put too much on. Like if you're doing a deck and you're rolling it on, if it starts to puddle up and you see puddles of stain and it's not going in any farther, you put too much on.
Right. And so what do they have to do to take care of that? Because
I use a
otherwise,
rag.
It will stay sticky. I don't care how long
Yeah,
you leave it.
the deck will be sticky.
The deck will be sticky.
So if you're putting it on and you see some puddles and it's not going away, you need to get a rag out quick and you need to mop it up and move on and learn, oh, I'm putting too much on. And that's one little trick that you want to know when you're putting on any kind of a deck stain.
Yeah. Now, I can't remember. One coat, and then you wait a year and put another coat on. Is that it? Or you can put 2 coats on right away?
I just do one coat.
One coat?
Yeah, and just move on.
And move on. Okay.
Yeah, and then I would say in maybe 2 years, you know, if it starts to fade a little bit, just hit it again. But it's awesome product.
And Ready Seal is the only one, like if you just put a brand new fence up and you like the color, you don't want to add color to it, they have clear.
I was just thinking that. Wow, that's
Spooky.
That's crazy. They do have clear, but I just want to say one thing about that.
Tell them.
Pigment in a stain is protection.
Yes.
Pigment is protection. The darker the pigment, the darker the color, the longer it will last. So if you want to go clear, okay. I mean, I have a friend in New Braunfels. You know who you are. And we put a clear product on his fence. 1 year.
1 year.
And it just went away.
Yeah. It'll turn gray.
I mean, it'll look great for a while, but it's just after a while, it just goes away, and you're like, wow, did I really hit it?
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah.
But they do have a clear if you want it.
Yeah.
Okay. But you can also use it, like you said, on your deck, on the little spindles, and all kinds of stuff. Just don't put it on too thick.
And you can walk on it right away.
Oh, you can.
After it dries fast because it soaks in. We have a little demonstration we do at the trade shows, remember? We take a little stick of wood and we put it in the lid where there's a little bit of stain, not too deep, just a little bit, and you can sit there and watch it.
Oh, yeah.
And it starts creeping up the wood against gravity. That's how thirsty, and the wood loves it. It's like, ooh, it's a nice cool drink.
Yes. It has a capillary action.
Oh, brother. Capillary action.
It's the only big word I can remember.
It's like my straw.
Yes. Sort of
capillary.
Like capillary action. I don't know how I can remember that.
I don't either, but it's true.
And so it will wick up like that. And so
it's wicking effect.
It's the wicking effect. Not the Wiccans, the Wiccan.
We didn't even talk about this.
Well, we're going to now because
What is
I'm
it?
going to stay on for about 5 more minutes.
I don't like the color.
Okay. This is a tiki torch. How many of you like to use the tiki oil outside? Maybe you have those big bamboo things.
I have like 6 of them.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Do they help keep bugs away?
I don't know. I don't use them.
Oh.
My wife bought them at a garage sale. I haven't used one yet.
Okay. These are really pretty.
This is better than a bamboo stick.
Yes. And I have to keep buying these. So my guess is it's working very well.
So you fill it with that stuff.
Yeah.
And then you light it.
Yeah.
And it gives off like a fume or something.
Because they have, that tiki fuel also comes in a mosquito one that says, like, bite something. I forget what it's called. But
anyway,
whenever you go into your
look
hardware
at the
store,
color. Does it come in different colors?
It does. It comes in
it's
like
gorgeous.
A yellow, and I think it comes in a deep pink. It's really pretty, and you light it, okay, and then just leave it alone for about 20 minutes so it can kind of saturate the area.
Yeah.
And then when you go back outside, the bugs, they be gone.
The bugs be gone.
Yes, the bugs we be. Did we talk about flies in this?
No, we didn't.
Okay. Last week I talked about I have a terrible problem with I don't notice flies.
Oh, look.
Hi, Sandy.
You almost like to try naturals. It's also a repellent spray.
Yes.
Thanks.
Okay. So this pine sol. Okay. A lot of people clean with this, but did you know
No.
That-
Inquiring minds want to know. I mean, I know about
Flies.
flies.
Flies do not like this stuff.
Well, they don't drink it. They don't like the smell. Have you ever used Pine Sol with your cleaning, a couple of glugs in a bucket, and you just can smell it? Well, so can the flies.
So can the flies.
They don't like it.
Okay, so you take it full strength, don't dilute it, and then put it in like a spray bottle.
Oh, and mist.
And mist and heavily mist it. Okay, so I have this spa in the backyard, and I would sit in the spa and I'd put my glass on the side and
Glass of wine.
yes. And then I'd be reading my book, and I go over there, and there's like this cast of flies and their friends sitting on the straw. And
Oh,
yeah,
no.
yeah, it made me so mad. And so I looked up online because, okay, I'm not a big fan of those fly things. I'm not a big fan of those. I think a lady came by and picked them up.
Yes, she did.
Okay, the fly ribbon.
Oh, the little pest strips.
Yeah, I'm not.
They're not that
They're not
attractive.
very attractive. Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, and
dead
not only that,
flies.
but dead bugs hanging there stuck.
Yeah, yeah.
But you know, there's nothing wrong with taking this full strength
Yes.
in a mister bottle,
In a mist bottle
and spray it around
everywhere and
the
be
perimeter.
very. Okay. And spray very well. Sandy, thank you for telling me that. And spray well, and then go back inside. Get your your snack or whatever you want. Change your clothes.
Beer,
And
glass
then,
of wine, and you can
and then-
hang out in the pool, and then no bugs.
And no bugs. I had one rogue fly.
Who's
and
a rogue?
came zipping in, and he kind of hit the top of the spa and took off. Yeah. And honest to goodness, now it will not last from one day to the next.
But it's good while you're there.
It's good. So if you're going to come out the next day, you got to
Hey, what if
spray
you
all
were-
over again.
What if you were going out to the 4th of July, you're going to be outside, if you had some of that, then you sprayed it maybe on your armchairs or on the back of the chair or something.
Yeah, you can do that.
And you would smell very piney.
You would smell very piney.
But no bugs.
No bugs.
I like it.
Yes. Or you could take.
Or that, and spray that on your arm.
Yep.
Your leg.
The Modelo.
I just hate going outside and I'm relaxing, and maybe it's cooled down a little bit, or it's early in the morning, and then here they come.
Oh, I know.
And they ruin.
747.
Yeah, they ruin the whole thing.
I know they do.
I'm getting bit up.
Okay, so I think we talked about everything. Is there anything that we missed?
Do you have some Grind Boss?
Yes, I
samples?
do. I do. I have 2 boxes. I haven't. When you came and you brought them by for me,
yeah.
I decided there's a reason he's doing this, and so.
We forgot to mention it on the radio.
Oh no, but we just did right now. Oh no, we didn't say that I have samples.
No.
Okay, I have samples.
Ooh,
Okay.
These we talked about this on the show. These Grind Boss wipes, they have a citrus degreaser in them, and they clean anything. If you want to test them, come and see Trudy, and she's got a free sample.
Yep, I got 2 boxes of them.
Woohoo!
Woohoo! All because of Mark.
I wonder if that would repel mosquitoes.
I don't know. It's
I don't
a
want to put it
cit-
on my skin,
I
but
mean-
you could wipe it down with
Well, I
something.
tell you what,
We could try it.
you try it,
I will.
because don't you have a spa? No.
No, I gave it away.
You gave it away.
It was given to me.
It was given to you.
It was too big.
It was too big.
It
Okay.
took 12 men to move it.
Oh my gosh. Well, did you take the water out first?
Oh yeah, we did. But it was huge.
Really?
We did the Egyptian thing. We moved it on rollers.
Oh, that's
We couldn't
smart.
lift. We took it on its end and we rolled it out into the truck.
Yeah. Huh.
It was too much to handle. It was too big.
Okay. Well, we're gonna sign off now because I'm getting ready to go to church. And who's
Needs to do more every day than tend to her
children, cooking and teach. Oh, okay. I don't know what happens if you hit that.
Oh.
I'll look at that later, Sandy. So let me tell you where we're located, because we're going to be open on the 4th.
What? Really?
But just 8 to 4. That's it. And then everybody's going
Yeah,
home.
go bye-bye.
Yeah, we're all going to go cook hot dogs. And
Grill and watch
Yeah.
and get ready for the fireworks
Yes.
or whatever you're going to do.
Now, I don't know if they're going to have fireworks in town, but from my house, I can see Six Flags. And so I can see their fireworks. Yes, yes. And so we're at 2361 Northwest Military Highway. The phone number here is 210-341-1573. Marky, thanks for coming.
It was fun.
All right, and thank you guys for being
Have a safe 4th.
Yes. All right, and we'll see you here next Saturday, 3 o'clock. Bye.